It has no news that Kyrie Irving signed a contract with Anta after leaving Nike. Let us see what the Chinese brand has cooked up for its biggest basketball star. Today we test Anta Kai 1. Let us go! In terms of length, the sneakers fit my 12 size perfectly. There is plenty of room in the toe box and players with wide feet shouldn't worry. Plus there is a classic lacing system, so there is no problem for those with high arch either. No break-in time needed for these bad boys. You can play in them once you get out of the box. The upper is flexible and non-restrictive and there is a lot of padding inside. First of all, there are soft pods on the sides of the heel section and a separate pod in the back for the Achilles. The tongue is fully padded as well, so the laces do not squeeze the foot and don't cause discomfort even when laced tightly. Overall, the inside of the shoe is pretty soft and comfy, like a blanket. Looking at the tongue from outside, it may seem that there are holes for ventilation. In fact, it has just a print, and as I said, the tongue is fully padded, so it is not breathable at all. There is not much ventilation going on from the sides either. The toe box is a bit breathable, but that is just about it. It means your foot will get hot eventually and the shoes will absorb a lot of moisture. Like most of the flagship Anta hoop shoes, the Kai 1 have a nitroge midsole for cushioning. In all previous Entas that I tested that had nitroge, I had no complaints about the cushioning. Here we have a solid layer in the heel section that gradually gets thinner towards forefoot. During the tests, the impact protection was solid both in the heel and the forefoot. At the same time, the cord feel is not reduced, which is important especially if you wear a shifty guard. The traction is kinda tricky in the Kai 1. I guess the colorway I had was for the Chinese market and had this DR rubber since a lot of Chinese players play outdoors almost all year round. So maybe for this reason Anta decided to give Kai 1 a rigid outsole with a large contact area. I had some slippage on clean court because of it, but it gets to a whole new level on dusty courts. Not only was I skating all over the court, but I couldn't even jump properly. I even did almost a full split once in a game. However, on outdoor courts, both rubber and tarmac, the grip was just perfect. First glance, the Anta Kai 1 looked cool, but actually that is just bright colorways and prints. Plus they match perfectly with my Orange Kicks contest socks. But if you look at the GER monochrome colorways, the Kai 1 doesn't look like a superstar signature hoop shoe. So here is what it really comes down to. The upper is made of synthetic woven material, which is sealed in maximum stress areas some other places throughout the sneaker. There are no particular bells and whistles or some kind of hardware. The laces are nothing special. Then there are these two overlays on the sides and a usual strap. Well, there is carbon plate in the midsole and a small synthetic leather patch here on the upper. But it doesn't really make a difference, so I can't call these materials premium. But here is something you should know. The very first colorway that was announced, artist on the cord looks completely different. The upper material on that colorway with a lot of embroidery is way cooler and the laces are nicer. If I tested that colorway, the materials would be easily gotten 90 points. What is interesting is that Anta official website has all the colorways including artist on the court at $125. But back to this colorway I have here. Each shoe weighs 487 grams or 17. 1 ounce is in size 12 us. Doesn't go over 500 grams, so it has a pass. There is too much wiggle room in the forefoot, so it wiggles inside the shoe and lockdown is lacking. And even this strap doesn't help much. The Spoo heel cup is solid and heel lockdown is fine. Despite the fact that there is a carbon plate inside, it doesn't give you much torsion support if at all. It is all about its location. In most cases, it sits between the midsole and outsole. By the way, check out the plate on the Kobe 1. Here it is located between the midsole and the insole, which is probably less effective. In terms of stability, everything is fine here. The outsole is widened and the sneakers dunty roll to the side. Well, Anta Kai won score 79 points in our tests. Actually, it has 78, but I gave them an extra point because of the cool looks. We definitely wouldn't recommend these to big players. No torsion support, plus there are lockdown issues. You dunty want that if you ray a big guy. Kai 1 are more suitable for guards and wing players, but you have to either be sure that your games and practices always take place on a perfectly clean court or just take them outdoors. Otherwise, you have to skate around and endlessly wipe the sole with your hands. And so far, all the colors that have been announced are using this kind of traction pattern, so beware. That is it for today, guys. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't. And also subscribe to our Instagram at Kicks Contest World, where we post teasers, first impressions, basketball and sneaker news. See you there. This was Kicks Contest. I am like a mattress flea white. Peace out. Кушайте супчик.